Let's get started in this hour, because I know you might be getting tired, your eyes might be closing on me, and I don't want you to go to sleep just yet. Doug, can we actually put a quantity left counter on the screen, and let's count these down as they go, because when I first aired these 4 months ago, bam, just like that, they were gone. I mean, we obviously weren't able to bring in many. We have 164 left. You're going to see that counter start moving any second because these will sell fast. This is the honey. This is the cherry. This is a beautiful size modern ring. Now, you heard me say that a lot of the time with amber, we see truly, more traditional styles. For example, in the last hour, I showed you this ring. Now, this is a perfect example. Look at the size. This is a beautiful size. Let me tell you, this ring right there is not small, but this ring is huge. This ring really is big and bold. Let me show you how it's set. You have a beautiful band that actually has a channel in it, and that just gives it, again, dimension. You can see it sweeps around, very soft curves here, and it attaches at the side. What does that mean? It takes nothing away from this humongous chunk of amber that you've got. Already over 120 people on the phone lines. This is the honey. Now, let's talk about the cherry for a second, because cherry is actually... I'm always very kind of wary about saying this. So, I mean, look, as far as it's like tanzanite, for example. When we talk about tanzanite, everybody talks about how, they're more kind of, the darker colours are more valuable, blah, blah, blah. It's what you like the most. Now, here is what tradition says. Traditionally, cherry amber or cognac amber, which is the darker colour, is more prized. It's rarer. In some cases, it's more valuable. So that might be a reason to buy it, but it also might not be. $89.90, 2 flecks of $44.95. You're going to start to see that counter when we put it back up, just starting to rush downwards because we are now getting limited. In fact, can we just go through as well, Doug, the sizes in each of the colours? Because originally we had sizes 6 through 12 in both colours. In the honey, we now have sizes 6, 7, 8, and 10. So 6, 7, 8, and 10 in this colour. In this colour, we have, oh my gosh! We've got all sizes 6 through 12, so that's fantastic. Okay, this might be your perfect opportunity to get the cherry. This might be... Okay, let me just put that one away for a second. If I just showed you that, let me tell you, the red, burnt orange, the copper tones that you get through this are so, so spectacular. Very, very, very pretty. This might be a wonderful opportunity to get the cherry, to try something new, to try something different, especially while we've got all the sizes there. I do have some of the honey that you can see, but the value, just like in any gemstone, is to do with size. So the bigger the gem, the bigger the size, the bigger the amber, obviously the more money it's going to be. I think it works back incredibly well to that cuff, don't you? That cuff is incredibly pretty, and we have a close-up shot of the ring to show you there. Now, ask me what you're seeing inside of that amber. I don't know, is the answer. I have no idea. All I can tell you is that it is nature. You have something inside of there, whatever it may be, it's just captured Mother Nature, and that's why everybody goes crazy for it. I've paired it up now with the cherry cuff that I have to tell you, even this cuff, that shows you the size is basically the same. The cuff is also now getting incredibly limited. This is very kind of artistic, it's very couture, and I think that's kind of refreshing with amber, because up until the past kind of 5-10 years, most of us used to see amber in a kind of different light. Amber used to be kind of very rustic. It used to be only rustic. Now you have something that can be for the modern girl, the modern lady, the lady that's going for that job interview, the lady that's a boss, the lady that aspires to be noticed and seen. Because when you wear a ring of this sheer size, what happens is people stop and they stare. People stop, they talk, they look, they go, people notice it. What we're going to do as well, if we can, Doug, can we put on the bottom of the screen the item number for this, for the last ring of the last hour? Because, there is something for everybody. What I have here is 2 perfect examples of amber. If you want the big modern, it's right there for $89.90. If you want the more organic, earthy feel with the leaves and the oxidization on the sterling silver, I have this in the honey, which is the same color as this one, or I have this in the green. This ring down here is just $39 and change. That's all that is. So if you want that one, go for it. It's $491,700. But again, it just gives you an example of the size. If you picked up this ring or you picked up this ring, call me. 1-866-376-TALK. Let's try and take as many calls as we can in this hour. I know it's very late at night, but don't be shy. Honestly, do not be shy. You know, people always ask, am I shy? Or I must have a lot of confidence because I'm on TV. Do you know I am the shyest person in the world? Oh, my God. If you told me to stand up in front of a live audience, I would run a mile. You couldn't get me to do it. It was funny because did you see some of those birthday shows we did in July? And we had a studio audience. Thank the Lord I wasn't picked to do one of those shows. I'm telling you, I'd have been sweating bullets. I am so...